Preparing to stream, preparing to prepare. All right, good afternoon, everyone. It's 1 o'clock. We can get started. Let's go find a respondent, and I can make a little speech. Hi there. Come on down and have a seat in the first row. All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is the City of Lake Worth Parking Enforcement Special Magistrate hearing for Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. According to Verizon, it's 1:02, so we can get started. My name is Doug McGibbon. I am the Special Magistrate. The first thing I'm going to do is swear everyone in, so whoever's going to testify, please raise your right hand, say I do, and we're done. Does everyone swear or affirm the testimony they're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Everyone does. Excellent. Let's get started.
Okay, thank you, Special Magistrate. We have Sheila Fracture. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Shalia Fracture. Sorry about that. This is case number 203-12159. My name is Officer Joshua Gomez. My badge number is 5012. I've been working with the city since 2017 for the Park Enforcement Division. And on this date of the citation, it was It was June 25th at 9:18 in the morning. I was on routine patrol. I usually check vehicles from the upper lot going to the lower lot. We use a handheld machine, which is basically an iPhone, which confirms if someone had either paid for parking at the meter or via Park Mobile off their smartphone. I came across this vehicle. I ran the plate a couple times. Nothing came up, so I proceeded to issue a citation as normal.
Okay. And what was the citation for?
It was for no time paid or overtime on parking. In this case, it was no time paid.
Okay. All right, please come on up to the microphone. Tell us who you are, what your address is, and then tell us your story. Came all the way down here for this.
So I took her out to breakfast. I've never been to, I don't really go to the beach because I'm not a beach person. So when I went there, the signs, make picture, the sign does not point. In other words, like when I pulled up to the parking space, there's another parking space beside that one. Okay, and then on the third parking space, the sign is in front of that parking space and the arrow is pointing north. So there was no sign in front of these two parking spaces where I park that says I cannot park there or it's a paid parking. It has none of that. So when I looked across the street, I took a picture and I have it of the sign with the arrow pointing in both directions in front of the vehicle. So there was nothing in front of my car to tell me that it was a paid parking because we kept looking at it and I told her, I said, Lisa, I think it's free. I said, because there's nothing here to tell us that it's paid parking because the arrow was definitely pointing in the other direction.
All right, you have some pictures you want to show us? You get to show council first and then show it to me.
Look at those pictures before you show them to the special magistrate.
And let me better on my phone because I had this printed out, but this is the arrow in the parking space I'm talking about. That's probably better here. You can see that's my vehicle, that's the parking space, and this is where the sign is for them, but there's no sign.
I'm just gonna
That's fine.
Don't say anything. I want to issue a special magistrate. I don't even know. Meters in front of ours. And Your Honor, the city doesn't have any objection.
Okay, admitted without objection. Okay. All right. I guess they go in the, these are our copies? Okay, they will be in the file as defendants composite one. All right. And are you done? All right, any response from the city about this?
The only response that we have is if they did go to Benny's on the beach, right in front of that restaurant, there are 8 meters with numerous signs advising with instructions on exactly how to use the meter if they wish to pay that way.
Okay, and I noticed in, sure,
My question, on those pictures, defendant's composite exhibit 1, it looks like there is an arrow. Could you explain that a little bit?
So that parking arrow is it says metered parking and it has an arrow showing you where the meters are at. And in front of each one of the meters is a big old sign that has the letter P for parking to let individuals know that that's what they pay for parking.
okay, and
I actually see it a lot better on my phone when I'm talking about the arrow.
oh, I can see the arrow. Yeah, I can see.
I-
All right, and I have another question. One of the pictures you have is of the vehicle, and there's a sign behind the vehicle?
Correct. That's another sign letting individuals know that parking must be paid by their plate number via the meters or
So if you're
parking.
looking across the hood and you look behind you, you can see that pay for parking signs.
That's correct. In addition to the signs at the entrances and all throughout the lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was born and raised here in South Florida, and I've watched the transition from you get to go park at the beach wherever you wanted to you get to pay to park at the beach, and that's happened over the last 30 years, 40 years. And I can tell you, anywhere in Palm Beach County you go to the beach, unless you're going to MacArthur State Park in the Gardens or North Palm Beach, you have to pay to park. And at MacArthur, you have to pay to get in the gate. So basically, you're paying to park there as well. So unfortunately, there are no free parking spaces alone on the eastern side of the county anywhere because the land is so expensive and valuable that they just have to charge for it. And you may have been somewhat justified in your own mind thinking about the signs, but unfortunately, it's marked clearly enough in the rest of the lot that, you know, everyone knows that you need to pay for these things. So,
Those 2 parking spaces, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person, and
and I will be telling the parking people, maybe they want to put a different arrow up there that shows both ways just to make it a little clearer afterwards. But for the purposes of this hearing, I think that is clear enough that there is a requirement for parking at the beach. So. Yeah, and I do make the suggestion to the city that if you have another sign or you have a nice Sharpie, you can go out there and you can make
Yeah.
the arrow go both ways.
And I think
For the next one, so at least she gets something out of this. She can at least say she got them to change their signage to make it more clear.
And I think for clarification, I believe the officer's testimony, I don't want to testify for him, but my understanding was that arrow, it wasn't saying that these spots to the left are metered. It was
No,
actually directing them to where the meter is.
I understand that, but I understand her question here, and I would think that it would be easier just to fix that and ruin that argument for the next person, so they won't have that problem, and it's just clear.
Under,
Understood. With that caveat, I'm still going to find that the parking ticket was lawful and that I'll order it paid. Okay? Thank you very much.
Um,
All right.
excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I think my client may be asking for more than just them to.
Oh,
Right.
Wait 1 second.
Because the city, we have to pay for this room, yourself and all that. There is a $40 administrative fee that we tack on to the $40
Okay, just so she knows, I don't want her to walk out of
citation
the
fee,
room.
and we do request that within 15 days.
Okay.
We'll let you, when we send you an email, I'll let you know that $80 will be due by November 1st. I'll have that all included in the email as well.
No, she wants to try to pay it.
Okay, well, I'm here in the office, so I won't be there. You can come to the office after 3 if you want to pay in person. Okay, well, you can mail in a check or money order or pay online.
I don't want no other.
So if you don't want any fees, any extra fees, you would mail in a check or money order.
Just out of curiosity, it's just for my benefit, because I know this is gonna happen again. So is there any other appeal? Because I really don't. think
I,
Yes, you can appeal it with county. I'll have that included in the email as well, if you wish to go that route.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll include it for you as well.
all right, great. Thank
You're
you very
welcome.
much. All right, 40 plus the 40 admin is granted. All right, I think we have one more before me. Let's go romp through that one.
Yes, we have case number 208-8858 for Elzer Jr.
All right, and can someone go out in the hall and just make sure there's no one hanging out there that doesn't know to come in? I'd hate to beat up on somebody who's sitting out there. Thank you. No one's out? Okay. All right, please proceed with citation number 2088858. You almost got all eights in there.
My name is William Spates, badge number 8234. I was on patrol on 6/22/2024. I was on routine patrol for violations of the city parking code. When I observed in the Bohemian Garage at 101 Southeast Coast Street a vehicle, when I ran its plates through my handheld device to check for payment for parking, I did not observe any in it, so I proceeded with issuing the citation for 2135E overtime parking meter. And I fixed it to the vehicle. You can see it is marked. There's a sign directly to the right of it saying metered parking with Park Mobile, as well advising how you can pay online as well.
Okay. Now, who owns this portion of the parking garage? Or who has the rights to this portion of the parking garage? City? Okay, just making sure that, and because it's owned or operated by the city, you get to determine who parks there and what they pay. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and the public just has to go in there and do their little meter thing and then they can park there. And is it also free for residents of the condominium association next door? No, look at this
Yeah.
record I'm building for you.
So for the residents, they have residential parking, which is on levels 3 through 4, which they get free parking. But on the first and second levels, the city owns it and it's paid for parking by the hour.
And it's nice and clean now, isn't it? So we know that they parked on 1 when they have the right to park on 3 and 4 for free. And if they choose to park on 1, then they are just a city resident or a city visitor and they have to make a payment. Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. And this one is also a $40 ticket with the $40 administration fee?
So we're requesting a $40 admin fee and the $40 original citation fee for a total of $80 due by November 1st.
Granted. Is there anything further?
That is all.
Come on, we're adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.